Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here with Robin Shimizu and friends talking about happy, healthy habits. And Robin, we just are so excited whenever we have you in the studio because we know you've got a lot of different responsibilities and things that you have to attend to. But we really do appreciate you. And we just want to say that up front. And thank you for all that you do. And you always have such fabulous guests.
Yes.
But before we get to our guests today, can you tell us a little bit about what happy, healthy habits you have on your mind? Oh,
Well,
did I introduce myself? For
no,
those
you
of you who
didn't.
don't know me, I'm Tara Lena from California Cover Ups. This is Robin Shimizu, and we are the Biz Chicks. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So,
Every
Robin,
Thursday
what's on your
morning.
mind today?
Well, I don't know. I when I woke up this morning, I thought, geez, it's so beautiful outside. We're going
Mm,
to be able to really enjoy this nice weather for at least another few weeks.
that's
But,
good.
it's the middle of October and it's going to start getting cool. So then I thought, well, maybe during the cooler months, while we're kind of in the house,
Hmm.
we could think about decluttering.
Okay.
Because there's like this natural reset. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, where in the fall, there's a natural reset to get going to kind of close your year out and get ready for the new year. And so people kind of go through a natural process of getting things in order in the fall.
Mm.
So, well, let's talk about decluttering just real quickly and remind people why decluttering is such a great thing. I need to declutter my mother's house, but I have to be very careful about how
Mm.
I declutter my mother's house because I don't want to make it not her house.
Yes.
And I want to keep all her tchotchkes and all her little things that make her happy, laying around so that she can get to them. But on the other hand, we got a lot of old blankets and old things that she doesn't care
Mhm.
about. So I'm going to start decluttering my mother's house.
There you go.
I've been here 30 years.
I like the fact that we are sensitive to other people's needs when we are call ourselves helping them out by decluttering because it really is not our space. But at
Mhm.
the same time, if we are, for instance, if we're the caregiver, we live there.
Mhm.
And so we think much clearer when things are decluttered. Do you not agree?
So there's a little list of benefits, and
Okay.
the first one they said is, okay, so the benefits of decluttering your life. There are many benefits to owning less or fewer possessions.
Mm.
Even then, it's tough to move into action. And it says, so decluttering, there's less to clean, there's less to organize, there's less stress, there's less debt.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going out buying everything. Because you're supposed to buy something and then get rid of something, right? You bring a pair of shoes in, you get rid of a pair of shoes.
I like that. You
That's
know, but I don't practice that. I'm going to start practicing that.
I did that the other day. I bought a pair of black shoes that I've been wanting forever, and I said, "Okay, I'm just going to get them because I want them." And I got rid of three other shoes as
Oh,
a result
see,
of bringing in this one pair of shoes.
this is good. I like that.
Yeah. So I have an ongoing bag in my bedroom that
Mhm.
I just throw things in there as I find them and I think I'm not going to wear this again. I'm going to donate it. So I keep an ongoing bag at all times. I get off the subject. Okay. So less stress, less debt, more financial freedom, and
Mm.
more energy for your greatest passions. So those are the benefits that this guy has, this article on decluttering tips.
I
Um,
truly believe that.
you're in the process of decluttering your house.
Constantly. I have just I'm trying to make it a practice to maybe do 20 minutes, 22 minutes a day. So I set a timer
Wow.
and just do a little something every day.
And that's what he says. Start with 5 minutes
Oh,
at a time. If you're
Okay.
new to decluttering, slowly build your momentum 5 minutes at a time. So you're up to 20 minutes a day. That's pretty good. Give away, give one item away each day.
See,
Hmm.
my thing is I keep saying I'm going to give it away, but now I've just gotten to the point where you know what? It's got to go. It's in the trash because it's not happening. It's just accumulating in the garage. So once it reaches the garage from there, if it's not given away within a certain period of time, it's in the trash.
The third item is fill an entire trash bag. Get trash bags and fill it up as fast as you can with things
Mm,
that you can donate to the Goodwill.
okay.
Donate your clothes you never wear. We know that, right?
Hmm.
Create a decluttering checklist. It's a lot to declutter when you have a visual representation. Oh, a lot easier to declutter if you have a visual representation of where you want to get started. Okay, take the 12, 12, 12 challenge. Okay, 12 items to throw away, 12 items to donate, and 12 items to
Mm,
return to their proper home. Um,
okay.
and view your home as a first-time visitor. Now that's a good one.
Yeah.
If you walk in and think, oh,
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Or walk in and say, this is kind of dated. You know what I mean? See, all of that.
so that was a good one. I like that. View your home as a first-time visitor, which way
Hmm.
I never do. I never do that. But yeah, it's like if I walked in here and said, kind of messy.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Take before and after photos of a small area. Choose one part of your home, like your kitchen counter, and take a photo, and then see how it looks after you finish decluttering.
I
I
just, I would love to have my kitchen counter done, but that seems to be the dumping place.
Mhm, mhm. That's where everybody finds their things.
Right.
And then the last tip, it looks like it's the last tip. Get help from a friend.
Ah, okay. I like that. Get help from a friend. We get by with a little help from our friends.
That's right. Like call Maureen Stevenson over and have her declutter your closet, right?
Yeah, she's good. She's really good, guys. You need to make an appointment if you need help. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, I'm going to start Well, I'm going to continue decluttering. I'm kind of on this ongoing quest.
Exactly. Because you can't, it didn't accumulate overnight.
Hmm.
And you will exacerbate yourself if you're trying to get it together overnight.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Yep. So today we have Linus Woods Mullins with us.
Woo!
He is a coach for women over the age of 40, and she is so accomplished. And I don't have her bio in front of me, so I can't give her a proper introduction. But she helps women. She's
Over
a
40.
coach over the age of 40 in every single way: spiritually, mentally, physically, nutritionally, emotionally. I mean, just the whole woman. So
Let
she's
me help you out here.
yes, please help me out.
She's about holistic living and wellness. She's an expert in this area for women over 40. She's a podcaster, an influencer, and an author.
Thank you.
And we are gifted to have her with us today. She also has a potential surprise guest because she is doing her thing today in the area of taking care of her brand new granddaughter.
My
So
goodness.
we're excited and we may have to whisper because the baby's sleeping, it's my understanding. But if she awakes, we get to see her. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be a blessing? Ah! Okay, so we won't talk too loud because we don't want to wake her up intentionally. But go ahead and let's bring
Let's bring
Linus to
her
the
in.
stage. Okay, I'm going to unmute her and bring her in. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Hi,
morning.
baby. This
Should we
grandbaby's
breed?
only nine days old,
She's 9 days old, and
and
she's my
she's
sixth granddaughter. And the last few months, I have been spending time caring for my grandchildren and my daughters and their various things that they're doing. So today, I am at least in California. Before,
There
I
you
was
go.
somewhere between Florida and Texas. So right now, I am in California. So I'm a little bit closer to home, but I'm here for the next couple of days helping her mommy out, and she is asleep right now. I thought today I would talk about something that people always ask me about all the time. They ask me all the time what it is I do with my skin. Now,
Mm.
I am 66 years old, and I do have wrinkles. I absolutely do. I mean, I don't have, there's no filter on here or anything else. I just, when I put my makeup on, I'll tell you one of the best things for a facelift right away, if you can do it, put your hair up.
Mm. Ah.
Gets rid of the wrinkles on the forehead, kind of gives you a nice little lift here and there if you want to get rid of, want a refresh look. That's one way to do it. Uh, and it's amazing because when you put your hair up, everything kind of goes up with it. So
I had no
that's a
idea.
holistic way. Yeah, or pull your hair back. Yep, that's a holistic way to kind of get rid of the little character lines, as I like to call them. But I definitely have them. But I think one of the reasons why my skin looks the way I did looks is that I haven't used soap or cleanser on my skin in about 13 years.
Oh my goodness.
How it started was I was in Dallas, living in Dallas for about 18 months with my husband who had a contract. And the water was very, very dry. I didn't see it right away, but one day I was looking in the mirror and I was like, all these little wrinkles were here. And, there was a gray pallor. I looked older. And that was
Mm.
12 years ago. So it was before I got to the ripe old age of 66. This is when I was in my late 50s. So I was already feeling some kind of way. And so I looked at that and I was like, oh. So I started doing some research on what
Mhm.
else I could do to get rid of the makeup, and to moisturize and cleanse my face without using cleanser. And so I found out about some ingredients that can be very good for your skin. And I wanted to share some recipes with you, but I also wanted to talk with you a little bit about some of the ingredients you can use and why these ingredients are really, really good for your skin. If you have dry skin, for instance, aloe vera, it's highly moisturizing and soothing to the skin. It helps to hydrate your skin, and it does reduce irritation. And it contains a lot of vitamins and antioxidants. And antioxidants are really important when it comes to your overall skin's health. Cucumber is known for, its cooling and hydrating properties. It can reduce that puffiness that you get in your eyes. It calms, irritates skin, and it also gives you an extra layer of moisture to combat your dryness. The oily skin, if you have really serious oily skin, apple cider vinegar is
Mm.
kind of good as a natural astringent, and kind of helps to balance your skin's pH, which kind of helps with reducing your excess oil and preventing your pimple breakouts. And then there's something called bentonite clay. Now,
What?
bentonite clay is a really good absorbing property. You should be able to get it at any health food store, and it helps to draw out those excess oils and impurities from the skin. And it's a really ideal choice if you have super oily skin.
Mm.
Now,
can
for
you
a
spell
cleanse,
that for us?
yes, it's BentonIte.
Okay, bentonite.
Now, for a cleanser,
Uh-huh.
there's several things that I use, but generally speaking, people might want to add lemon juice to their cleanser because it's really rich in vitamin C. It helps to brighten the skin and can help fade dark spots
Oh my
and
goodness.
that hyperpigmentation if you add a little lemon juice. And it's a natural acidity that's there, which kind of acts as a gentle exfoliant. And honey. Honey is super good for your skin.
I
It's a
have a
natural,
question.
yeah,
I'm
yes.
sorry. When you're talking about using these things, should we be watering them down like apple cider vinegar? I have a huge aloe vera plant in my front yard. Can I just cut it open and use
Aloe
it
vera, you can definitely just cut it open and use it.
and
Apple
just
cider vinegar is something that you want to include in an ingredient when
Mhm.
you are doing oily skins. That's why I'm going to give you the recipes. And the
Oh,
recipes
okay.
have each of these different kinds of
Gotcha.
ingredients in it. So I thought I would tell you why these ingredients are in it, and then I'm going to
Okay.
give you some
I'm
ideas
sorry.
that's okay, on how to use it.
I didn't
Honey
wanna just go downstairs and start doing apple cider vinegar. Okay.
Yeah, no, no, don't do that. Apple
Okay.
cider vinegar is very strong. That's why they
It
say you should always
is.
water it down if you're
Mm,
drinking it because it can eat away at your enamel. But it has a lot of medicinal qualities. But just like anything, you have to know how to use it to make sure that whatever you're using is, adding to your health and not taking away. Some of the very things that could be really good for you can be really bad for you if you don't know how to
mm.
use it. So
Yes.
and then that's why you need to hire health coaches like me, so I can
Mhm.
make sure that you're using it properly. And that's what you really need, because sometimes some of these things you think, oh, it's really great, but it can cause other issues. And it's helpful to have a health coach tell you, okay, if it's causing this issue, then you probably need to do this. And these are all things that we could probably find out on our own, as just lay people. But the real problem comes in how to apply it, the recipes in terms of how to put it together, how often to use it, what are the side effects of it, what kinds of outcomes should we expect, if those outcomes happen, what else can we do. These are all the kinds of things that are helpful when you're dealing with a holistic health coach, I should say.
Mm.
Okay. So honey's really good. It's really good. Basically, getting retain the moisture without stripping away some of the natural oils in our skin that we want to have. It's also got a lot of antibacterial properties. When it comes to moisturizers, rosehip seed oil, it's packed with a lot of essential fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamin A and C, which we really need for our skin. It helps again with really hydrating very deeply, and it can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and promote skin regeneration. And coconut oil is really rich source of saturated fats and liquoric acid, and it's highly moisturizing when it comes to helping repair the skin barrier, and it's especially beneficial for dry and sensitive skin. And I don't know if I covered it, but avocado, that's another
Mm.
thing that you can just use naturally on your skin. It helps to it helps to moisturize it, and it also provides you with really the omega-3, good fat for your skin, and it also has antioxidant properties. Now, I have some recipes that I've used that some of them I still use, some of them I don't use. Because one thing about our skin, and this is true for anything that we introduce to our bodies, the more you use it, the more the skin kind of gets used to it after a while. And you may
Oh.
find that you might want to do something else, kind of switch it up a little bit, just like you do when you're on a diet or when you are intermittent fasting or anything else. You want to switch things up because
Mm.
otherwise the body gets complacent and it no longer impacts it the way it used to. It gets used to it. It's like, oh, this is no big thing. I'm just going to be the way I normally am, instead of, oh, wow, new stuff. Therefore, let me give new results. So just
Mhm.
be aware that, you want to switch it up. When it comes to, let's see, which one am I going to give you? I'm reading right now. Which one I'm going to give you? Okay, for dry skin, if you have
Okay.
exceedingly dry skin, you might want to try this. A half ripe avocado and a tablespoon of honey. And all
Mm.
you do is you mash the avocado, mix in the honey, and then you apply the mixture on your face and leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And you rinse it with warm water after that time, and your skin will be so soft, it will not be too oily, and it's a great prep before you put on makeup because your skin just looks beautiful. You'll have a natural glow. And when I do the hydrating honey and avocado max, I probably do it about once a week, or if it's been a particularly tough week, maybe twice a week. But it's really great for dry skin. But I think this is great for skin, period. And in fact, I'm trying to think what I have on my face today. I think today I had my super secret formula for my cleanser, which I'll share with you in just a moment if you stay to the end of this. Balancing your key tea toner is what I call this, and green tea. And it's for oily skin. Of course, green tea is high in antioxidants. And this is using green tea, a cup of hot water, and witch hazel. Remember witch hazel? That stuff is really, really can be very good for your skin. So what you do is you steep the green tea bag in hot water, let it cool, maybe about 5 minutes or so. And then you remove the tea bag and you add to the tea the witch hazel, okay, about a tablespoon of witch hazel. And then you apply that toner all through your face with a cotton ball oil or a pad to remove the excess oil. And it absolutely does work. So for those of you who have really super oily skin, this might be good. Now, I find that as we age, we don't have the same kind of issues around oily skin as we used to. But occasionally there might be something that we eat or whatever that will cause our skin to be oily. So this is a good one to use as a, as a backup if something happens to your normally combination skin and all of a sudden it gets oily. For your cleanser, there's a couple of cleansers that I have tried that are good. This one is refreshing lemon and honey cleanser, and you use half a cup of juice, or half of the lemon. Get juice from half a lemon, and I would say a medium size to large lemon, not those little small dinky ones. Medium to size, and then 1 tablespoon of honey and a fourth cup of distilled water. And you mix all of this together and you apply it to your face, okay, with a cotton pad or a gentle cleansing pad. Like there's cotton pads, but I also use just a regular washcloth sometimes. And the lemon's going to brighten your face, and it's also going to moisturize your skin. If you want to, after you've put it on, you want to rinse it again. That's nothing wrong with that. Some people, after they put something on their skin, they just feel like they got to rinse it again. There's nothing wrong with that. The properties are still going to be there. Also, another cleanser that you might want to use is, let me see, another cleanser. Oh, okay. I'm going to give that to you at the end because I didn't write it down yet. I had to do it from memory. Moisturizer, rose hip seed oil or rose hip essential oil, either one. You want 2 to 3 drops of rose hip oil and 1 tablespoon of your favorite unscented moisturizer, whatever that is. And you mix this with the rose hip and your unscented preferred moisturizer, and you just put a small amount on your face. The rose hip is really rich in vitamins and hydrates, and it really helps you hydrate your skin deeply. Now, for those who don't want to use the moisturizer, you can try using the coconut oil, avocado oil, or olive oil. And I'll tell you my secret ingredients for my cleanser. I use a combination of coconut oil, avocado oil, and what's missing? Olive oil. Almost even, in 3 parts. And then I use lavender, essential oil lavender, rose also, and lemon essential oil. And if I have it, a little bit of frankincense. And what was the other one? Frankincense and Velveteer. And I put it all in a little, it looks like this. In fact, this is my secret ingredient right here. And I put it on my face and it takes off my makeup. It cleanses my face. And then after I've done all of that and rinsed it, I put it on again for moisturizer. And that's what I use on my face all the time. And that's what I have on it right now. All the time. Now, I didn't go over scrubs and things like that. We'll do that at another time. But these are just basics for your cleansing, for your moisturizing, and for cleansing if you have oily and cleansing if you have dry skin. So I hope that helps. But I'm telling you right now, this little concoction right here, it has kept me looking this way for, I think I finally landed on this particular recipe about 6 years ago. So, and it really works. I should really sell it, but who has time?
Well, my question is this: do you actually offer essential oils? Do you sell essential oils?
Yes, I do. I do. I don't stock them any longer, so I have to always order them whenever I do it for my clients, and I do combination stuff for my clients. Like I have clients that want a combination of cleanser and they just don't want to do it themselves, or they're not sure of the measurements and all of that. So yeah, I do. The other thing that's really important for your skin is what you put into your skin, what you put in your body. It's really important. People say, well, what about wrinkles? Collagen is out there, but the best kind of collagen that you can get comes from your food, You know, there are
Mm.
collagen supplements out there, like collagen peptides and hydrolyzed peptides. They come in a powder or capsule form, but you got to really be careful and consult your health coach or your doctor to find out, do these really work? Because there's a lot out there. It says it works and it doesn't. Or
Mm.
it maybe works for a little while, but you're not permanently making any differences. I mean, these wrinkles don't necessarily go away, but they can be, the amount of wrinkles that you get can lessen. And there are some topical creams and things like that that you can put on that will get rid of the appearance of wrinkles for a while. But sometimes it causes other issues later on, like dark spots or crepey
Oh.
skin and other things. So I think the best way to age gracefully is to make sure that you are eating vitamin C rich foods, because C is essential for collagen synthesis and
Ah.
acts as an antioxidant to help protect existing collagen from damaging.
Mm.
Bone broth is a good source of collagen itself. It has lots of amino acids, and it really helps with the building blocks of collagen production. You can make homemade bone broth, and I do have that recipe for anyone that would like it. Aloe vera gel, as we mentioned before, it can be applied topically to the skin, and it contains compounds that stimulate collagen production. Now, notice the things I'm talking about. These things stimulate collagen production because it works more on the causation of what's going on the cellular level and not just the what it looks like. Again, looking holistically, we look at ways to get to the causation so that we can get healthier, so you don't have that issue anymore, instead
Mm-hmm.
of just trying to mask the symptoms. The other one is vitamin E oil. It's an antioxidant, of course, and that protects collagen from damage due to the free radicals. If you notice, I talked a lot about antioxidants when it comes to skincare.
Mm-hmm.
The more organic you eat, the more things that you eat that are rich in antioxidants will help protect your body, but also help the body do its job in producing collagen, because they're no longer fighting off other things, and the body can focus on producing collagen. So I don't have any magic cures for wrinkle removal. I mean, there's always plastic surgery if you want to go down that route, but boy, I mean, I'm not anti-plastic surgery, but I think about all the things women go through in order to
Mm-hmm.
look a certain way. And then you look at them and you can tell. I mean, whose face doesn't move unless they've had surgery? I mean, you can tell that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess from a confidence standpoint, they feel better because they think they look younger.
Ah.
Um, I don't know. I've never understood that mentality of women who do things to themselves so they can look younger or better, but you can tell they did it. So what's the point?
It's
I don't know.
artificial. Yes.
Yeah, but that's just me. I believe that women should do whatever they need to do that makes them feel more beautiful and vibrant, as long as they're not hurting themselves. And I just can't. There's no guarantees with plastic surgery. There are a lot of people who have had successful plastic surgery, and there's a lot of them that have had not successful plastic surgery. So,
Yes.
of course, you want to do your due diligence. And I think one of the things that people don't talk about when it comes to plastic surgery is the recovery time that's necessary.
Oh,
That
really?
recovery time is really interesting. I mean, that's where the real challenge comes. Not the surgery itself, but what you have to go through afterwards, depending on what it is, what kind of surgery you had. So I would really do my research and look long and hard and figure out what other kinds of things you can do to get, that glowing, young looking skin. I mean, let's face it, we're all aging. And that's a good thing, because that means you're still alive, right?
Exactly.
So, and so much of this is in your DNA. I mean, if you want to see what you're going to look like when you get older, look at your mom, and then take a look at your mom's lifestyle too, and
Mm-hmm.
see what kinds of things can you tweak, so that whatever the propensity for the genes to present in a certain way, you may be able to help reprogram them by changing your lifestyle, exercising more, drinking lots of water, getting fresh air, minimizing your stress, making sure you get enough sleep, watching what you eat, having the right supplements. I mean, these are all things that we know, but they all come together in
Mm-hmm.
terms of how you end up looking. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my thoughts on that.
Oh my goodness, Linus. It is always a blessing when you come by to talk to us. And I'm going to move you up here, Robin, because you're the host today.
Oh,
But I just want to say I heard a lot of things that I can use, and that aloe vera plant is going to be working now because right now it's just ornamental. But I'm getting ready to make it a part of my routine for internal and external things based on our conversation today. So I want to thank you for that.
I have a question on the rose hips oil. So where do you get that? Do you just go to the health food store and look for rose hip
Yes,
oil?
you can look rose hip essential oil. Yes, you can. Yeah, and I also use geranium rose. That's an essential oil that still has some of the components of rose hip. Sometimes that's easier to find. That's what's in this concoction. I don't know if I put it. It's rose hip, a little bit of lemon, lavender, vetiver, and frankincense. And frankincense is just a great oil, overall to have. Frankincense is very expensive, but it's worth it.
Mhm, mhm. You know, vitamin C makes a lot of sense because Lakeisha was it last week? And she has that new serum that has all those vitamins in it that she was promoting. Yeah.
1 second, please. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. So she has, okay. So she's going to come back. Um, well, I'm going to have to check out this rose hips oil.
Okay. And you know what? I'm sure it's going to be a lot less than the serum I ordered, but I ordered some serum from Lakeisha, our Mary Kay lady, and I just love it.
Mhm, mhm.
And I am in my 70s and I'm feeling pretty good about this. All things considered. So, what can I tell you, Linus? I'm in my 70s, I was saying, and you know, I'm going to be approaching my 75th birthday next year. So this is 74. And I feel pretty good about my skin.
Mhm,
But like you said, so in terms of getting that vitamin C internally, I eat a lot of green leafy vegetables.
mhm,
Is that a source for what you were talking about?
mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I might be on track, Robin.
I one of the things I mentioned, I think a couple of weeks ago, is I'm in this quest to get my whole body skin as healthy as possible. I don't,
Mm,
the face is the face. It is what it is, right? But I want to keep my whole body. And the more I read, the more I realized that it's all about what Linus is saying, what you take in. And it's your nutrition and it's your lifestyle and it's everything. So it's because your body is a big organ and it just needs to be it needs to be fed like
mhm.
any of our organs need to be fed properly. So I really like this topic because um yeah, I'm very excited about doing my own moisturizer.
There you go. But Linus, we know you have the baby, but I want to point out that you have a membership site coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, you're
Oh,
on mute.
Yes, I do. I have a membership site coming up. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be on Patreon. It's called the Vibe Wellness Woman Network. And it's going to be a curated site of all the different kinds of things that I talk about to help you to stay vibrant, intuitive, beautiful, and empowered. There'll be challenges on there. There'll be guides. There'll be many courses that you can take. There will also be guest contributors that will come on
Mhm,
live from time to time to talk about things like energy healing, tapping, meditation. I'll have some holistic docs that will be on to answer some of the questions about hormone balancing and menopause. The whole
mhm.
idea is for it to be a one-stop shop that's affordable to get some of the cutting information about ways to stay well in your mind, body, and spirit. I'm really excited about it. I've been working on it for a while, but I'm launching it whether it's totally well or ready or not on 11/11, and I'm
Okay.
offering a special subscription price of only $11.11 to subscribe, and that will be going on until the end of the year. And what my goal is, my prayer is that I will be able to convert many of the ones that are on my site on
Yes,
Facebook. Right now we're at 22,100. If I can get like 3% of that, 2%,
exactly.
and I think I can. That's
I
the
think you can
statistic.
too.
Then that would be more than, I mean, and it's going to be substantive. And I mean, if you like
Mhm.
the things I talk about, if you like the kinds of things that I cover in all my different media, this is a great way to actually have access to it and to learn and grow and get more information, because I make recommendations on resources, on blogs and videos and other things. Instead of you trying to figure out what it is, this is stuff that I have quality tested through the Lennis Woods Mullins process. No. Now, these are things that I've used myself over the last 16 years in
Yeah.
terms of, my education. And so I'm just basically opening the vault and
This
putting a
is
bunch of things in
beautiful.
there. So I'm really excited about it.
Now,
I'm in.
can we find that through your link tree? I am too. Can
I'm
you?
in.
You know what? Let me see. Um, I need
I
to
have
add a
you.
link for people who want to be on the waiting list. And so, or people who want to pre-subscribe. That's probably what I should do, huh? That was
Yes.
what I wanted to talk to you guys about,
Yeah. We could.
because it's not quite ready yet, but they can pre-sign up, right, Terry? That's what I'm going to
Yes.
ask your opinion on that.
There
And I'm
you
going to
go.
ask your opinion. What do you think of the introductory price, you guys? I'll just ask you right now. What do you think?
I love it.
You
I
know
think.
what? That's my wedding anniversary to Freddie. We got married 11/11/11.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
see?
And there you go. There you go.
It's a very special day to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
but now that Robin has sealed the deal,
And
11
I
11.
retired 11/11.
There you-
Mm-hmm.
Okay, confirmation. That's what I call a God wink. He has such a sense of humor, doesn't he?
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
it
like, okay,
does.
Linus, I already told
Oh, it
you
gives me chills.
11/11. I know. He said, I already told you 11/11 through someone else, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
who had some other kind of, significance on that day. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. So now I said, well, I'm going to ask them after the show. And then you guys, anniversary and anniversary. Oh my
That's true.
gosh.
Yes.
Plus, there's something very spiritual about the number
One,
11/11.
one, 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 one. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Well,
And
I'm going to
interesting.
show everybody your link tree real quick.
Okay.
So if you just bear with me, ladies, can everybody see that? Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
So if,
yes. And let me tell you about the new Golden Woman show.
okay.
I have a new show I'm producing along with two other collaborators called the Golden Woman Show, because we ain't girls anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We've done 2 live broadcasts so far. We go on every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about all kinds of things having to do with growing older in society. And in
Mm,
particular, we focus on the whole topic of ageism and what's new in terms of that, what legislation is new. We'll talk about what our rights are. And we also talk about those organizations who support women over
mm-hmm.
40, 50, 60, and beyond. And we make sure we herald those women who are still producing and doing things. Like, for instance, the other day we talked a little bit about Suzanne Summer and the other
Mm,
part of her career that I think people know about. But when you take a sum total of body of her work, the majority of her contribution to society had nothing to do with acting, but she used her celebrity to raise awareness on breast cancer.
mm.
She had, remember the thigh toners? She sold 10 million
Yes.
of the thigh toners. She's written all kinds of books about wellness for people, and just an icon in business, taking that image that she had and turning it into something that required brains,
Mm-hmm.
brawn. She was one of the women to first advocate for equal pay on television, which is one of the reasons why she ended up leaving Three's Company, because they
Mm,
would not pay her the same that they would pay John Ritter, God bless his soul. And so she left because she's like, no, because she really was the attraction of the show. She was. I
uh-huh.
mean, she was.
Yes.
So just really excited to be a part of it. The people I'm with is Terry Holly, who is an online marketing extraordinaire. She's been doing it for 17 years. She has a magazine online. And then Marianne Alda, who is a celebrity, quite frankly. She was on The Edge of Night for many, many years as an actress, but she was also on Designing Women. She played Meshack Taylor's girlfriend on Designing Women.
Okay.
And she's also been on. She was on Red Fox and Della Reese's show. She played their daughter on his show. So she's been around for a long time. But she is now an aging advocate for AARP. And basically, the reason why she got so involved in aging was that at 55, the phone just stopped ringing.
Mm.
So she had to reinvent herself. And she's 75. I'm 66, and Terry's 58. So
Perfect.
oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm very excited to be a part of something like this. I don't know how cutting edge it is, but I do know there aren't very many people in our age launching new shows. And our
Okay.
goal is to get the attention of folks that we can have a broader audience. So I'm super excited about it. I would love to. I want to share something so people can see it. If I can get
Yes.
to my, let me see if I can get to my screen.
So it's
Okay.
every Wednesday at 4.
Every Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
And we
Yes.
go where to get it?
You can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube, and let me see if I can show this.
Let me see if I can show it. Hold on. Also, I'm going to share the screen.
Okay, you're gonna share. Okay.
I love the title,
It-
The Golden Woman.
Yeah,
Is
there
that
he
it?
is, right there. That was us last night. Yes, absolutely.
so
That
let
was
me
us last night.
Okay,
Mhm.
let me see if I can find. Oh, this is on your link tree. I was trying to see if I could see a link.
Oh, you could see a link. I think that goes to the link tree, but I don't think that shows the link.
No, it doesn't. So
No,
let
it have to
me
go to the link tree. Let
hold
me
on.
see.
There's a little introduction about the Golden Women Show.
Yeah, so there we
Oh,
are. So yeah, just go to the Golden Women Show. I tell you what you can do. You can subscribe so that when we come on, you'll get
ah,
notified. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can subscribe,
mhm,
and we're going to be doing some more interviews about the Golden Women Show. Hopefully, doing some local press in our individual markets because one is in Atlanta, and the
mhm.
other one is in Indiana, and then
Okay.
I'm in California. So we represent all major parts of Midwest, East Coast, or Southeast, and the West Coast. So we're
Mhm.
excited about it.
It
Wow.
sounds exciting, Linus.
Yeah.
We're excited for you. And
Very.
we wish you well in your
Thank
endeavors. And
you.
when you get that landing page done, l- send us the link. We would
Yeah, I'll work on
love
that
to
right
share it
away because I've
out.
been thinking about that. I said I need to go ahead
So,
and get that done.
mhm.
I've
So
been
the people can
pretty busy.
support your Patreon. We'd love to do that
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
it's not that much. 11, and my goal is to try to get 100, more than 100 women by the end of this year, and I think I can.
Oh, I do
Um,
too. I'm
this is
sure.
the deal. Patreon. Well, the reason why I decided to join Patreon is because
Hmm.
I'm a member there myself. Patreon is a way for curators like us, content creators, to make a little bit of money because we
Hmm.
put so much out there for free.
We really do.
So much info for free. And so this is a way for people to give back to the people they support. There's some wonderful people on Patreon. And so that's why I decided to go on that particular website. I
Okay.
looked at so many membership sites, and that was the one
Hmm.
I finally decided on because I
And
liked
it's
their
one of
mission.
the more seasoned sites.
Yeah.
But
And I
ladies,
like their mission.
but ladies, I know we have to go,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're going to wind this up. We want to thank you again, Linus. Thank you again, Robin, for all you do. I know you have things to do, so I'm going to
Yeah.
say to everyone, have a great day, and we will
Bye
see you
bye.
tomorrow.
Oh, what is her name?
Kazaya.
Oh, so
Okay,
cute.
Kazaya, we're
Congratulations.
signing off, everyone.
Bye
Have
bye.
a
Bye,
great
Lennis. Thank
day.
you. Bye, Terlina. Thank
Bye bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.